Good morning, Quackhawks. It is Monday, April 27th, which means today is our weekly update video. I hope you guys are all excited to be back. I know that these weekends feel like they're getting longer and longer, so I'm excited to see you all again. Now that we've got that beautiful intro out of the way, there's a couple of things that I wanted to remind you about. And if you haven't been on Google Classroom and you haven't seen the update document, a lot of this stuff is going to seem new to you, but otherwise it's a lot of the things that you've already read in that update document. The first is, of course, you should check back on Google Classroom every single day for these videos at around 1 p.m. every day, Monday through Thursday. All right. With that, the best way to do it is to simply like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I know that that sounds super weird coming from your teacher, but hey, this is a weird time we're living in, right? So I also live stream for Mr. Jackson's Peanut Butter Hour at 3 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays, and Sebi's Late Night Variety Show at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Occasionally, I'll do something special on a Friday night or over the weekend, so you want to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you can see all of those updates. With that, here is the schedule for the week. On Monday, instead of doing the bigger projects that we were thinking about before, I want to give you guys just little things that you can do every day that will make you better English students. So with that, Monday is just focused on journaling and stream of consciousness. Stream of consciousness is a form of journaling that allows you to put words to your inner thoughts. It's not just therapeutic, it's also great for your writing skills and for your reading comprehension. So simply sit down, set a timer for 15 minutes, or don't set a timer at all, and just write. Just write for as long as you can. My record is 4 hours, which is a ridiculous amount of time. My hand was getting tired. I was handwriting, and I definitely want to see if any of you guys can break my record. So do your best. Be here 4 hours. All right. Tuesday is reading day, and we'll do another reading day update video where I'll be reading The Little Prince. So if you want to follow along with me, that's The Little Prince chapter 6 for this week. Wednesday, we're doing a special research day, and that will be that way every single week for the next 5 weeks, which is all that we have left. We only have 5 weeks left of school. So research day, we're going to be spending time with you teaching me something new. You have to do some research, grab 3 sources, and put together a video or a write-up of me to try and teach me something that I should know. Right? And then I will try and practice that thing, and I'll give you guys some updates. So if you want to teach me how to TikTok, if you want to teach me how to do a funny dance, if you want to teach me how to sew, then you create some sort of presentation and send it to me on Wednesday. Thursday is a creative day. I gave you guys a creative prompt on the update document on Google Classroom, but Thursday is a creative day, and I really strongly encourage you guys to just try and be creative as much as you possibly can on that day. So think outside the box. If you want to make a video, if you want to crochet something, if you want to write a short story, I've given you a prompt to get you thinking, but other than that, it's entirely up to you. I'll be giving you guys some examples on Thursday for the Thursday update video. So with that being said, it's a pretty straightforward week. I wanted to give you guys the full week right from the get-go. But that's not the only thing that this week is about, and I think you and I both know that. I think that this is starting to shift into a new recollection of how we are going to be living for the next few weeks. So my attendance assignment was asking you guys, have you really started to think critically about what your new normal is? Some of you have settled into a new habit. For me, it's waking up way too late and watching way too much of the TV show The Expanse. I freaking love The Expanse. I also was eating very poorly because I would see stuff in my freezer and I would just make whatever was in the freezer. I realize that I have certain habits, and you likely have certain habits as well. It's okay to acknowledge that some of those habits aren't your best. So I want you to take some time to think about what you really want your life to look like. I've consistently told you to think about that and think about it critically. That's because you need to use that part of your brain that says, can I change the stuff around me? If you're not using that part of your brain, then you'll be stuck in a default setting. And that default setting will make it really easy for you to just do whatever other people are telling you to do, or whatever you think is normal at the time, which is usually to consume. Consume far too much, consume too many television shows, too many video games, too much food. Consume seems to be the message that we get consistently. So I want you to take a moment to just sit quietly and to think about what it is that you really want during this time. Because recognize this, even when teachers are telling you, do this assignment, stay on top of it, do the next assignment, and keeping you in that level of stress, that level of stress is simply a way of shutting off your critical thinking skills. You don't want people to talk back. Give them so much work that they don't have time to talk back. So I want you to talk back. I want you to tell me how you're feeling. I want you to take time to try and figure out what it is that you're feeling. Maybe you're super excited about how this whole quarantine life has been going, in which case you're kind of scared that you're going to go back to that old world, right? I know that for me, there's tons of benefits to doing it this way. Recognize what those benefits are and acknowledge them. Say to yourself, I like it this way. I like these new things. Maybe you're super frustrated because of the way that you've been eating, or the way that you've been sitting on the couch, or the way that you've been treating the people in your family. And you need to take a moment and just say, I know that this is wrong. I know that this isn't the best way to live. So I want you to take a moment to do that today. And if you will join me for Mr. Jackson's Peanut Butter Hour, we'll go into more depth about that exact topic. I'll be taking some of your comments about things that you want to change or things that you want to do better, and we'll be talking about that this week. If you haven't gotten a copy of any of these 4 books, you can get a copy of any book that you want. But we're going to be talking today about Of Mice and Men. Tomorrow we'll be talking about The Little Prince. And then we'll be talking about Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell on Wednesday. And lastly, Jurassic Park, because I've been reading Jurassic Park for fun, and I want you guys to join me in that. So with that being said, snap your claps, flap your craps, and don't forget to yell quack. Quack! Quack.